Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you and the energy that you bring. Also, remember that not all messages will resonate with everyone. So please take what does resonate and lovingly leave the rest. So I figured tonight a lot of shadow appears to be coming out in my cards, and I thought, well, let's get them all. Let's get it all out of the way because I really don't like having things like this on my desk. Um, but at the same time, when spirit wants to bring the shadow forward, it's a good time to listen. So I've already cleared this space, invited in the angels and divine beings of the highest white light to bring their protection and their guidance. In this message, the cards that I pulled, and it's incredible because this is the second message tonight that I've pulled so much shadow, but they say, you will find work in the most unexpected place. Stay open-minded. There's life-changing wealth that is coming into you. Entire life will change. No time for their games. They don't like how you play. You've been to hell and back, tried and true. They don't know it yet, but they really don't want to be you. They thought you were not seeing anything, but Spirit showed you everything, even their words, and told you to hold your tongue and move in silence. They took your silence as ignorance, naivety of their deeds. Yet not everything seen needs to be said, and they dug the hole deeper. Now it's all coming back, and they don't understand how you won. They've been excessively exalting themselves, their talents and deeds, and will be humbled to allow opportunity to align with the divine or take the hard fall of pride. They've been hiding and peeking through windows, terrified of what is coming. There's a backfire, and they've been pinching pennies. So they know something's coming. They know. I wonder what the back of this excessively exalting card says. I didn't read it. It says boasting out loud, expression of inner pride that is nurtured through comparing ourselves to others, and not only says I am good, but I am better than everyone else. Will be humbled. No time for their games. They don't like how you play. They won't keep your name out of their mouth, and now they're about to find out what you are really about. Stay true. Be you. Your light slays. They thought you were not seeing anything. Let's see. Yeah, I read that one. Okay. Now we know what Spirit wants to talk about. And it obviously has something to do with the wealth that is coming in, the work that is coming in for you. Spirit's asking you to stay open-minded. It tells me that this is a shadow that has been transmuted, right? You may not have understood at the time why this energy was appearing, but it's like Spirit, it says to allow opportunity to align with the divine or take the hard fall of pride. So it's almost like Spirit was giving whoever this is an opportunity to come into alignment with their higher path or take that hard fall of pride. And it appears as though they've taken the hard fall of pride instead of aligning with the divine. You know, a lot of times when we are aligned, when we are balanced in our heart center, and we lead a life of integrity and honor and truth, right? We come across people in our journey on this path that we present these opportunities in our energy, right? Where people can either treat us fairly or not. It's like we can become their test. And how they treat us determines their path. It's like we present them with that choice through their experience of us in this lifetime, right? Because it's like I often say, people can very often be seen as an experience. When you think about it, you meet someone new, they bring a new experience. It can be good, it can be bad, it can be happy, it can be sad, whatever it is, right? But somewhere it's like they misjudged you and they chose a different path, one of pride, as what that appears to be to me. So let's take out our faithful circus tarot here and see. It says, you will find work in the most unexpected place. Stay open-minded. Life-changing wealth is coming to you. It's the Four of Teddy Bears. An abundance of dull choices. And it came in reverse. So it's like you may have felt at one time like there was an abundance of dull choices, and it's taking a different view on the options and the choices that are available. A lot of times that can be feeling like you just don't care, right? But there's a part of you that really does. So let's see. What is it? Temperance. It's finding that balance. It's taking that divine path, but it's being authentic. Now, if I were to take this Four of Cups and turn it this way, it would be like not caring about the authenticity, right? In this position, it's like, yeah, there, because you care about the authenticity of these options, of who you are, of what you represent, of the choices that you make, because you do care, right? This can be seen as that divine path. It is that angelic energy in us that helps us to transmute these dull choices, right? It's like you have alchemized these, what others may have seen or perceived as being dull or boring or not worthy, right? Not worth the time and the effort. You may have alchemized those and brought a new life to them, right? So it says they won't keep your name out of their mouth now about, and they're about to find out what you're really about. Stay true, be you, your light slays. They thought you were not seeing anything, but this Temperance card obviously did. Hmm. Thought you were not seeing anything, but Spirit showed you everything, even their words. Even their words. This is too many at one time. I'm not going to take all of those. I'm not even going to look at them right. Well, okay, let's do this. I will anyway, since I've turned them over. This is a Six of Swords. It's being guided by Spirit. Huh. I'm not going to keep them because this Judgment was actually in the reverse. And so was the Six of Swords, but we had the Justice and the Three of Tokens. So it's really not being guided by Spirit. This is Justice coming in with Judgment in the reverse. It's like a bad judgment call, a really bad judgment call. These are people who were not guided by Spirit, and I think that's obvious. So let's give this deck a good shuffle real quick. Yeah, there's a block there. Let's give it a good shuffle. Okay. All right. Won't keep their name out of your mouth. Oh, the ill judgments. They thought you weren't seeing or hearing anything. My God. Today's day and age. But not everyone realizes just how powerful that source within us is. You know? And it's like they run up against someone who does and they find out. So let's see, what is, they won't keep out of their, the Queen of Tokens. You are resourceful, the divine guardian of financial abundance. I want to talk about you. They want to talk about your resources. They want to talk about your money. Isn't it always about money? And the Emperor. So we have a Queen of Pentacles and an Emperor here that may be talking about this temperance. It could be that the Queen of Pentacles is a boss, right? It could be that this is a couple of people here. Excessively exalting talents. Deeds will be humbled to allow opportunity. Here we go. We have the Princess of Teddy Bears. That's the Page of Cups in the reverse. That is immaturity at its finest. For real. That's emotional immaturity. That is dull, actually. This is dullness. So these two can't keep your name out of their mouths. They thought you weren't seeing anything. Hiding, peeking through windows, terrified of what is coming. What is coming? What's on the back of this again? Granddaughter. That could be a granddaughter for someone. Someone who has been excessively exalting themselves. This could be a mother father figure. There is a generational gap here to a degree. Granddaughter. It's like you've got 3 generations here. We'll see. Backfire, pinching pennies. Backfire, pinching pennies. Let's see what this is. 9 of balloons, 9 of swords. Full-blown panic mode. They're in full-blown panic mode. Let's see what is at the bottom of the deck. The Lovers. This is someone who's connected. It could be a karmic relationship. It's a choice, though. More than anything, it's a choice that it's when we run into the Lovers, there is a choice that can determine our fate, and it looks like they made that choice. And now they're terrified. They're in full-blown panic mode. They're over here. They know something backfired, and now they're having to pinch pennies while you're over here finding work in the most unexpected places, staying open-minded, and life-changing wealth is coming to you. It's changing your entire life. That temperance is transformation. It is transforming that abundance of dull choices into something that brings life-changing wealth. And these two can't stop talking about it. Let's see what this life-changing wealth is that's coming in over here. How life change. Unexpected places, keeping an open mind. Yeah, look, here's the Devil. This can be being practical. It can be discipline, organization, determination. It can be that they were trying to bind you. It says, enter the dark side at your own risk. This is the devil and the angel in the same place. It's having the balance between good and evil. It's being able to manifest things through hard work. Bringing things into form. It can be being disciplined, motivated. It is our carnal desires. It is balancing those carnal desires. It can be healing also. Enter the dark side at your own risk. Won't keep your name out of their mouth now. About to find out what you're really about. That's closing out the chapter. This journey may end, but another adventure awaits. It's closing out a cycle for these two. Possibly those that wanted to bind you, restrict you, control you. This can be having self-control. And maybe that's why it didn't work. I have the 10 of teddy bears over here. It's a fairy tale ending. 10 of cups. Excessively exalting themselves and their talents. Yeah, they're having a tower. Their world is turned upside down. Hiding, peeking through windows, terrified what is coming. Spirit saying, allow it to crumble and then create something larger and more impressive. These are three. These are all we have the temperance, the devil, the world, and the tower. And the nine of balloons, nine of swords, backfire, pinching pennies. This is the king of tokens and the four of tokens. This is someone who's greedy. It's like having to say, I mean, look at the way he's looking at this tower. And we have the 10 of swords at the bottom of the deck and the four of balloons. Someone caused some injury of some sort. Someone has suffered a very difficult and painful conclusion, and it's caused the need for healing. And it's here. I sat it down between the world and the tower. This is like an ego death. This can be being tested. And this is successfully closing out a chapter where two or more gathered together and thought you were not seeing anything, but Spirit showed you. So that tells me someone knew that this was going on. And you started to move in silence. And we have this King of Pentacles over here. And the Four of Pentacles, who is just in full-blown panic mode over this tower. I mean, he's losing money. He is pinching pennies and he is terrified. I mean, very immature, explosive. Yeah. And it's needing to heal. Yeah. It's led to an injury. Definitely transformation coming in here. It's transformed someone's world. It's like, it's almost like the wheel of destiny has turned, and those that were on top are now on bottom, and those that were on the bottom are on top. This can be very addictive and obsessive also, but it is in alignment with the Temperance card and in a very positive row. It tells me that whatever this challenge was, you did not allow it to bind you, but you used and alchemized that devil energy into something that is bringing life-changing wealth. Says your entire life will change. Whatever this devil energy was, you successfully alchemized it. Others may have looked at it and perceived it as dull and boring and not worth the effort. And I don't know, they couldn't keep your name out of their mouth. It could be slander. It could be projections. It could be gossip. It could be, I mean, it could be quite a few things. but it's come to a close, and the world is a very abundant card, right? Um, and another adventure awaits. So it's almost like closing out the cycle. They went on a whole nother adventure, started excessively exalting themselves, and then the tower came in to bring the ego down. And now they're panicked, not just them. We have a queen and king of pentacles here, and an emperor. Huh. Let me see what spirit wants to bring forward. See if we can find some clues. This devil energy. Let's see what this devil energy was. It says enter the dark side at your own risk. This is a powerful alchemizer. Like whoever this is has powerful alchemy skills, travel. Could be air travel. It could be looking at a destination. It could bring self-sacrifice. It's martyrdom. Look at how much I've done. Look at how much I've sacrificed. All this travel that I've had to do. You know, it's like, and it's like you're over here breathing. It's like there's someone here who they get around, they move around. It's like the sacrificial, the eternal victim. Traveling the world, traveling the globe. Let's see, exercising. This is really kind of limited exercising, but we're going to say this is breathing, it's moving, it's running. They could be running, they could be out of breath. A lot of movement there. Running around the world, running the globe. Running from parents. It's like not caring. It's like not wanting to hear it. It's not listening to. This is a woman here, that more mature voice, right? Like not caring, not wanting to listen to it. And they were exalting themselves. They can't even eat. They're not even eating properly. What the hell? Past lives, jealousy, listening to spirit, and creating. Past lives and jealousy, eating disorder with the tower, not listening to the wisdom or the guidance from elders, from parents. It's not eating properly. It's not even, it's like this woman is saying, you need to exercise, you need to eat, but whoever it is, it's like they're out of breath from all the running, all the traveling. And there's jealousy. While someone else is over here listening to spirit and creating. Hmm. Well, that's that clue. Let me see. Oh, where are they? Where are they? Cut this martyr here. This past life energy. Let's find out what is being healed. What sacred wounding is being cleared here? Because really, we have this earth angel over here who has been alchemizing all of this energy, these dull choices, this devil energy, and quite successfully. While we have someone here is just like, oh, look at what I do. Look at how much I give. I'm so like I'm out of breath. I've been going and going, and it's like listening to the parents and not wanting to eat and just it. I'm really not. I mean, I hate to say it, but it's like they didn't want to listen to guidance. This could have been someone from, a past life come back to revisit this experience. Jesus. All right, let's try it, right? Let's see what we've got. Inner peace obstruction, your inner critic, self-concept wound, external validation. The inner peace obstruction will show up as a constant sense of unrest, anxiety, inner turmoil, preventing you from feeling calm or centered. It may manifest as difficulty in finding quiet moments, emotional reactivity, or an overwhelm needing to control external circumstances to feel at peace. This could be that need to control those external circumstances. It's like it's overdoing it. It's really overdoing it. And it's listening to that internal critic. Shows up as a constant stream of self-judgment, doubt, and harsh inner dialogue, often undermining your confidence and sense of self-worth. May manifest as perfectionism, negative self-talk, an unrealistic voice that tells you you're not good enough, preventing you from embracing your true potential and sabotaging your efforts to grow and succeed. That's what all of this was about. Preventing you from being able to grow and succeed. The hell? Jealousy of your ability to listen to spirit and create? Needing to address the self-concept wound will show up as a distorted or fragile sense of self, where you may feel disconnected from your true identity or struggle to see your own value It often manifests as insecurity, self-doubt, or a constant need to seek approval from others, rooted in a lack of confidence and misunderstanding of your inherent worth and external validation. Will show up as constantly seeking approval or recognition from others, often at the expense of self-worth. It may manifest as feelings of insecurity, anxiety, or emptiness when external praise or acceptance is lacking. This is someone who needs that external validation. They are not at peace over here. I'll put those aside. Really, someone who can't even eat. They're not eating right. They're moving around excessively. That could be excessive travel. It's like, look what I got to do, where I go. Look at, I'm so exhausted and I sacrifice this and I sacrifice that for my parents, possibly. I don't even have time to eat. And now I have all this past life karma coming back, and I'm watching someone else listen to spirit and create. Well, get out there and create. Listen to spirit. Because this is someone who has transmuted that devil energy, and this chapter is closed. This tower has come down, and like it or not, whatever action was taken over here to keep you from being able to stand in your own power and recognize your own worth and value and reach that success. Like, I just feel like this is someone who possibly slandered you, your character. It's like whatever they said about you was true about them. um, but they know this tower's coming down and they're terrified of what is coming. That's obvious. There is something that was done here to hold back someone else from receiving this life-changing wealth. Let me see. I have a of course I don't have them out here because I don't do these types of readings very often. If I could find it. Give me just a second. I need to look for these cards. Give me just a second. Oh, here they are. Sorry about that. Let's see what they've got over here. What was this devil energy that had to be alchemized? It's shattered illusions around wealth. stress, low energy, defeated, disruption, worry, disconnected, the golden path, direction toward the divine soul's calling, higher purpose, follow your intuition. It's like trying to shatter your dreams. It's and this world card closing out this chapter over here. These two that won't keep you out of their mouth. It's coming in with a swiftness. This golden path is coming in with a swiftness. It's bringing achievements and rewards. That's a swift action. It's inspired action, a solution that is on its way. Shattered stress, low energy. You may have felt low in energy. This could be like, I hate to say it, but like a siphoning of wealth, a siphoning of energy. This tower. What is this tower? They were trying to gain quick success. It says keep an optimistic mindset, determination, motivation. This is needing to see it to believe it. And it's been signed, sealed, and delivered. You may be finding out that someone had a contract signed, sealed, and delivered. King of tokens over here. This is freeing your mind, awakening to the truth, altered state, mystical experiences. It's a mental shift for sure. He's in a panic. This might even be doing mind-altering substances. It can be a poisoned mind. It can be someone who actually believed the illusion. But they're losing out. It's backfired. They're pinching pennies. They may be pinching them so they can afford more magic mushrooms. Trying to free their mind through chemical substances, when really the choice was to tap in and tune into the divine path. Eyes like ancient gateways, accurate perception, insight, and awareness. I was looking. You may have known this. You may have, well, to be misjudged in this way, in this manner, with all of this major arcana, you had to have known something. Had to have known something. Move forward, ascension, achieving the impossible, dramatic and positive change. It's time to move forward. It's like the divine has come in. The choice has been made. Someone made a choice that affects their fate, right? And it has backfired. So my question is, well, I guess with the closing out of this chapter, the closing out of this chapter has freed you to work in the most unexpected ways. It's like no one expected you to alchemize this devil energy and turn a dull choice into something interesting, something unconventional. It's like no one expected you to do that, because anytime the choice card shows up, even if it's between 50 people, if there's 50 people in the reading and the choice card is showing up, there's been a choice between these 50 people, whether in their personal lives, their professional lives, their social lives, whatever it is. There was a fated choice that was presented, and everyone has had an opportunity to make that choice. And here we have a Queen of Pentacles, we have a King of Pentacles. These two can be seen as divine counterparts, but don't have to be. We have an Emperor here who is usually a leader, a boss, someone with authority, someone with power, who obviously misused that power, may have been the influence behind the Queen of Pentacles, who wouldn't keep their name out of your mouth, who thought you were not seeing anything, and you were seeing it. That's implied. You were only seeing it, you were alchemizing it. Whatever they were saying was causing whatever opportunities and choices that you had to appear dull, minimalized. But it's like you alchemized it, and you obviously taken it and turned it into something that brings life-changing wealth. It's staying open-minded. It's like you didn't look at the devil and say, "Ooh, that's the devil." You said, "Oh, wait a minute. The devil can be useful, right? The devil can bring that raw life energy, and it's just how you transmute it. It's what you do with it that makes all the difference." And you obviously did something that no one expected you to be able to do, and turned it into something that is vibrant. And you've got an influential leader over here with a Queen of Pentacles who is typically resourceful. And it's like they're closing out this chapter with them is closed. They thought you were not seeing anything. They took your silence as ignorance, naivety of their deeds. Yet not everything seen needs to be said, so they dug the hole deeper. Because you weren't saying what you saw, probably because you're getting spiritual guidance over here, divine guidance. They took that as you not knowing and continued to dig themselves a deeper hole, obviously financially. Maybe traveling. This is something global. And now you look here. This is the Princess of Teddy Bears, and it says vibrantly fresh and spiritual, and she's upside down. So now they're the dull one. They're disconnected. They have the dull choices. It's like, what do we do now? She turned the devil into something gold, and we're left with Minnie Mouse up here, upside down, and they're totally panicking because how are they going to get their money now? It's like I don't know. I don't know. I want to see what this has to do with you, right? Why is Spirit bringing this forward now? Wolf Spirit. This is turning knowledge into wisdom. You used wisdom. It's turning. You didn't have to speak on it. You didn't have to speak on it. You took what you saw and you turned it into wisdom. You learned from it. You trusted the great mystery. That's the whale spirit. That's listening to the whale song. That's the calling of your soul. Someone missed their calling while someone else gained theirs. Let's cover these up. I really want to take those off the table. I really don't like having that kind of energy there. And we have learning from the past. It's like someone did not learn from the past. Someone did not use discernment. Someone was very, very immature. Very immature. This can be power and protection. And backfire, pinching pennies. How did this, what does this have to do with you? It's acting as if. It's the chameleon. They're trying to act as if everything is okay. And Spirit's asking you to set healthy boundaries. These people may still be in your energy. And Spirit is saying, set healthy boundaries. Transformation is beautiful on your end. But I think that's the main message, is setting those healthy boundaries, right? Allowing this transformation. Yeah, look, watch and wait for this transformation. I mean, it's a beautiful transformation, but it may take some patience. It's like Spirit asking you to watch and wait for this transformation. Set healthy boundaries, because when people are panicking, right, like they say, desperate people take desperate actions. And that might be the warning, right? That might be why Spirit is coming out and saying someone was given an opportunity to see you for who you truly are, to see your authentic nature, to see the divine nature in you. And instead of recognizing that nature, they turned a blind eye to you. They may have made fun, minimized you, slandered your name, gossiped, whatever. God, whatever it was. It's not working. It's not working at all for them. Not at all. And it's really bringing a crumbling. This is a shocking revelation coming over here, and it's really changing the mindsets, but at the same, or not the mindset, but it's changing their perception, and they're still trying to act as if everything is okay, and it is not okay. Why would someone act as if, right? Why would they act as if it was okay in a situation that has changed their lifestyle so drastically? the only thing I can think of is that they may still feel like there's some kind of hope of getting back in your good graces if you never said anything, if you never called it out. Um, because the card did say, right, they took your silence as ignorance. So you never said anything. And it may be that they think you are still ignorant and looking at you as though you are the new adventure. Like, we'll just try this again, right? That world card said this one chapter may end while a new adventure begins. It may be that sort of thing where they think they have another opportunity, but they don't want to do that. Yeah, set those boundaries, learn from the past, clear out the clutter. I don't know who this is, but I feel like if you already know, it may be time to sever those cords, because it's like I said, desperate people can take desperate actions, right? And Spirit's just really coming through and saying, you need to be aware. Let me see here. Another card. Look at this. My God. Be aware of those claiming to be the only one. Claims of exclusivity indicate power seeking, not truth, creating fear of a missing out, dependency, hierarchy, authority without accountability. There's no genuine path to peace or healing or clarity or freeness, there's just no path to wholeness and abundance that can be owned by a single person, tool, or system. Control narrows and constricts while truth expands. So be aware of anyone coming forward and acting like they can save the day. I don't feel like you need saving, but it may be one of those things where they come forward with this golden opportunity, and I have the way, and this is the only way you can succeed. I have all, the skills and the talents. I know all the secrets. I have, you know, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. This is someone who already knows. Yeah, this is someone who already knows. So I feel like Spirit's really just bringing this forward as a message of protection and awareness, right? Set those boundaries, cut those cords, clear those energies out, and don't accept any contracts for someone claiming to be the savior, right? We have divine luck here. The universe delights in blessing me with extraordinary luck and golden opportunities. And if they see that you're receiving this luck and these golden opportunities while they're pinching pennies and towers are falling, and, it might be like, how can we get some of that? Like, can we just act as if everything is okay over here and maybe pinch a few of their pennies instead, like coming forward like everything's fine and dandy. And I don't know, over here we have divine luck. The universe delights in blessing you with extraordinary luck and golden opportunities. You might have been left with a lot of dull choices, but your alchemy skills are next level. You're entering a golden era. This is a great idea, comes as sudden inspiration, igniting feelings of hope and enthusiasm. Believe in its potential and begin taking deliberate steps to bring it into reality. You may have received this aha moment. Inner divinity, inner circle, and inner divinity. Says those who are closest to you have a defining influence on who you are. As you clear your inner circle of stagnant energy, more aligned relationships will flow into your life effortlessly. Inner divinity, as I honor the divine, the divinity within me, recognizing my eternal nature beyond form and time. These people, I hate to say it, might be in your inner circle, or may have been, or you may have been in their inner circle. There's something about that inner, right? The inner circle, the inner divinity. It may be entering into an inner circle, right? Where it is guided by the divine, because this is divine luck. It is entering a golden idea, a golden era. An idea comes to mind, an epiphany, and sudden inspiration about this inner circle, and following your inner divinity, recognizing that, honoring that, brings a breakthrough from negative manifestations. Staying grounded. It's like stay grounded and do some cleansing. Cleanse that space. Clearing that space will bring in healthy love. It will bring in healthy relationships. That might be part of the message also. Not just setting boundaries, but if these people are still in your circle, if you are still interacting with them, if you're still trying to manifest things with them there, it's like bringing that negativity. It says you are a powerful force of creation in the universe. Your negative words and thoughts hold as much power to manifest as your positive ones. Be mindful of where your focus lies, for energy flows where attention goes. And it's like that might have been their downfall, right? Don't let it become yours. So staying positive, right? Keeping those negative words out of our thoughts, out of our speech, right? We don't want to bring that into our manifestations. It's staying grounded, but clearing that space breaks through those negative manifestations. Inner circle. This could have been someone working together in an inner circle. Removing them replaces that energy with a healthy love. This is using your inner divinity to stay grounded, rooted in love. This golden idea is going to bring a breakthrough. And I feel like when it does, it's really going to clear that space. It may be that the golden idea is to clear the space, and that the divine is bringing in that breakthrough. Let's see if there's a declare and decree right? Maybe spirit can give us something to burn or write on a candle, right? Declare and decree. What can we declare and decree, Spirit, to help break through and clear this space? What is it we're looking to declare and decree? Energy being presented here. All self-limiting beliefs are cleared from my energy in spirit and in flesh. It may have been the energy that was holding you back from believing in yourself and bringing that idea forward, is what I'm feeling. Sometimes the negative energy that we have to clear are those our people from our circles. All fears of known and unknown are now cleared from my energy in spirit and in flesh, and all wicked agendas, known and unknown, performed against myself and my lineage, are now cleared from my spirit, in spirit and in flesh. And someone has a fear of your divine power. I hope it's not you, but if it is, all internal fear of my divine power is now destroyed from my energy in spirit and in flesh. I'm going to hold those up there, so if you want to screenshot them, you can. And you could just write those down on a piece of paper and burn them, right? Put them on a candle, right? And burn them. Let's see, that's the crown and the solar plexus. That's your confidence. That's your willpower, your determination. It's the boldness of your creation that comes through. The crown, that connection to the divine, higher intelligence, higher knowledge, higher wisdom. And we'll see what our diary of the black sheep has to say and bring forward. It says, if there is a creative idea that you are thinking about pursuing, go for it. Appreciate each milestone along the way as you build on this creative idea. You will have financial success and help from others who are willing to bring your vision to life. Begin by working in silence to avoid the naysayers. Take the necessary steps, and you will see how perfectly things will turn out. The rebel spirit within will reward you in the end. I say, right? And so it is. And so it is. And so it is. And we'll see if there's any other last messages that need to come through. Look at that solar plexus, sacral chakra energy, creation, and divine light. I have the power to direct my life. With a constructive attitude, I create what is best for my soul. I firmly believe I can transform and improve my inner and outer worlds by turning every thought into an affirmative action. I act in the image of God and bring light into my life. And divine light, I am an expression of love and shine like the sun. My inner light is my strength and my treasure. My intuition guides me to discover the wonder and the goodness of who I am. Yeah. And freedom through faith. That's going to be the last one. I calm my thoughts and rise above fear. I free myself of all doubt by entrusting my doubts to God. I have faith in God's perfect timing and placement. I trust His will and I find freedom. Clearing. This is one of those times to clear, even if it's residual energy, even if this is someone that you've recently cut cords with or let go of or separated from. We don't want those lingering negative energies in our manifestations, and we definitely don't want them hanging around in our thoughts. Right? So it's good news. It's like spirit stepping in and saying, hey, heads up. It's like my uncles used to say, you see those knuckleheads over there? Tell them to leave. You know, remove them from this space. There is no place for them here. This is someone who knows what I'm talking about. They've known and they just haven't said anything because they're moving in silence and following Spirit's guidance themselves. So it's like Spirit saying, hey, this chapter is closed. This tower has come down. These people are in a panic. They're trying to act like there's nothing going on. This is a fated moment. They may still have eyes on you. Desperate people, desperate actions. Just cut the cords. For real. Cut the cords. Let them go. Get them out of your energy. And that's that, I suppose. So congratulations, because once you do that, you've got life-changing wealth, whatever this idea is. I don't know. It looks like you came out with something really creative. You may be very passionate about it. You may be very feeling kind of addicted to it, right? It could have that addictive nature coming out in you and becoming sort of obsessed, right, with your own work. And it does take self-discipline. It does take the commitment and the dedication, but at the same time, it's also taking some awareness of the energies that have been involved and been around you. And so I'm just sending you so much love and healing in this and keeping you all lifted in light. And at this time, I will now return your energy to you with love, pure and whole, as I receive my energy back with love, pure and whole, so that only love remains. And peace.